Hey there, good folks. There isn't any good folks right now, but that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, just running around today and get some money out of the bank and no, I don't know, buy some of this and that and try to get enough money for the car wash, of course. You know, yeah. I wash it tomorrow or the next day if I can. Yeah. Hello, whoever you are. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay. Hey, let's see. Start pull. I forgot. Which are you? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, today I was okay, I was driving around. The temperature was shoot like 8, 9 below. Then it got up to 6 above. Then it felt warm. It was just weird. I was driving around a little bit, and yeah, I spent some time at good old Walmart and bought some, let's see, bandages, those big ones I need. So I got those 10 bandages for like $5.17. And bandages aren't cheap anymore. And then I got some, see, yeah, some Bang energy drinks this time. Yeah, I bought some Bang. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have rain in a 4 pack at Walmart, so I got some Bang. Bang is just as good, not quite as good as it. Yeah, yeah. Bang is good, not as good as rain in my opinion. I mean, everybody's got a different opinion, you know. But I like rain a lot. Yeah, I got some blue raz in the refrigerator, and I get some blue candy in my plate. Got some blue candy. And yeah, I just yeah. Then pretty soon I gotta take it to my favorite garage and change oil and check the car a little bit, see if everything's all right. Of course, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be all right. Yeah, yeah. Just yeah, yeah. Walmart was kind of crazy today. One guy's zombied out like this, and yeah, that's what it was. Huh? That's what it was. Cheers. I might as well go in outer space. Hmm. There you go. There. No. I'll go fly around for a while. Yeah, today I was just yeah, bottoms up. There you go. Yeah, yeah, just driving around here and there, and yeah, I had to get some gas at Holiday, and oh shucks a rule. Let's see. Oh yeah, I made sure I wrote it down so I can put an extra thing to it. With highway and city, it's going to probably be about 18 again. So, yeah, that's the way it goes. When you have that kind of vehicle. No, no, I'm gonna keep my car as good as I can. You know, I'm gonna keep it as good as I can because remember, if I hit something with this car, the airbags will go out. And if I hit something, say kind of hard, like say 30 miles an hour, the car's gonna collapse. It ain't like the 70 LeSabre where I hit into a telephone pole and you got a nick. Yeah, cars collapse as we know these days. I don't do that anymore. Now I take it kind of easy on the car once in a while when you got to step on it. You do, but when I have to get into passing situations, but I didn't have to get into really anything serious today. I think one vehicle kind of cut across, and they were kind of far, but you know, I timed my brakes to other vehicles. Yeah, that's it. Oh yes. Well, as we know, as they do those crump things because of the airbags, and oh, I know about the airbag thing. I've read about that. See, a 6-year-old girl once, she wasn't wearing a seatbelt with her mother. See, some years back. Yeah. Okay, the car got into an accident. Her mother drove. Okay, the car collapsed. The airbag went on the little girl. Okay, she didn't wear a seatbelt. She died. Um, she won the case against Chrysler, but on appeal, Chrysler won. Chrysler, so that's why nowadays they have kids up to about 11 years old. They make them. They have to like sit in the back seat nowadays. You know, get strapped with seatbelt or strapped with high chair seats or foam, whatever stuff they have. You know, whatever they do with the kids, depending on the state. Some states will have kids up to 11 years old, some 10, some 9. If you ever travel to another state, always check the states to make sure you know what the law is. And I think in New Hampshire, I think was it 5 years ago, they made people under 18 wear seatbelts, which was mandatory. Yeah, I remember you didn't have to like buckle up if you didn't really want to. No, but what can we do? People vote for the politicians that put the laws in. They vote for the politicians that put in the laws in. There's politicians out there that are running that'll reverse the seatbelt laws. There's one party that's actually wants to do that, but of course that one party isn't likely going to win. They'll pull up some House and Senate seats, but not many. In state elections. You know, like in Montana, for example, or something like that, or Wyoming, or maybe parts of Colorado or something. In the country, on the country land. Yeah, it all depends. But with you see, yeah, it's just the way it is with the seatbelt laws. You know, I just live with it. I'm just glad a guy as poor as I am can drive a vehicle, because most countries around the world can't even afford a vehicle. See, if a person watches, say, 4K walking, as a video I subscribe to from Vietnam, most of the people drive motor scooters. Sometimes they'll have the wife and their kid ride in the motor scooter. Sometimes I've seen 4 or 5 people riding on one motor scooter in Vietnam. And I think I've seen that in China too. It's weird. Yeah. They have more cars in China than Vietnam. Vietnam, they don't have as many vehicles, you know. And I think China and the Philippines, they have the tut-tuts. They have those three-wheel vehicles. Are kind of, it's like a one-person vehicle, and it's a small truck-like thing. It's a tut-tut, very slow. Yeah. So you could probably bicycle real fast and catch up with it, but I guess it beats walking. Tuk tuk. Yeah, I think it's called a tuk tuk. Yeah. Tuk tuk. Yeah. Yeah. They have those in the Philippines and China more than they do in. I didn't see too many in Vietnam. No. Huh. Yeah. The two that left, thanks for watching. I think the two people that were here for watching. Okay, so we got one vote, one male. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. All right. All right, that sounds great. Yeah. Yeah. yeah, it's just weird. This year in Minnesota, where I live, there's like hardly any snow on the ground. But I bet you around February, I bet the snow's going to really dump. I have a feeling snow's going to dump about a foot or something. Oh yeah, sometimes it'll do that in Minnesota. It'll hardly snow, then the snow will just dump on you. Not as bad as the East Coast, but they say in the East Coast, snow will dump 3 feet. That's what they say about the East Coast. Yeah, yeah, that cold will bite you if you're not used to it. It'll really bite you. I'm kind of used to it. I've basically lived here all my life, except for 1 month. I stayed with roommates out in I think in the town of Waukegan, Illinois, once in the early '80s. But otherwise, I've lived in this paradise of a state all my life, I guess. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, yeah. For Minnesota, got lots of lakes, lots of pine trees, and got lots of towns. Some are prosperous. Some look like the buildings are ready to fall down at any moment, like Hewitt, Minnesota. This one town should see the buildings. Yeah, the buildings are about just weird. Yeah. Aldridge is kind of poor too, and yeah, there's Sabika. Yeah, that town. I think all the businesses in the whole block area are closed, maybe except for the beauty shop and the, you know, I think I said that before. Well, the post office, but I I don't think I have. No, I never heard of Phil Mitchell. um, ouch! Ooh, hurts. My right ankle snapped. My right ankle snapped. Hmm. Man, yeah. I'm looking forward to doing Wambos. No, um, no, he hasn't really called today. Did I left my phone thing open? Oh, I have. I'm gonna close it. You called me last night. Yeah, you called me last night. He didn't really say much of anything except he's disappointed with the lack of snowfall because he can't drive his snowmobiles around his land. yeah, yeah, snowmobile sales in Minnesota as of right now, they got to knock the prices down because nobody's buying snowmobiles. Yeah, yeah. The best time to buy snowmobiles is when it's off season. Best time to buy winter stuff's off season. Summer stuff is off season too. Yeah, yeah. It's best to always buy stuff off season. Yeah, it's best. Oh yeah, about Wombo Studios. Yeah, I'm looking forward to working with that young man. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, now we've passed the stage one. I read the script. Okay, that's stage one. Now stage two, I guess we got to get the group together. I think when I mentioned to him, if we get a show going, maybe get a few females on. Is talking people. That I'm not going to say like, oh hey baby, hey sweetie, none of that. I'm not going to do that. No, but it helps to mix the males and females so that way the ratings go up. Yeah, add a couple on because it helps, when you have ladies on there with guys talking, because that way everybody has a favorite person, you know, that way everybody's got a favorite person. Because I mean, networks these days, as you notice, all the major networks they have lots of ladies on there, tons of them nowadays. And all the networks, they have ladies. They dress like they're working for Hooters or something. They dress like they work for Hooters. No, but the ladies we can hopefully get. They could just be regular. Hopefully they'll have talking skills and know how to do it without begging for an audience. Yeah, lots of channels beg for an audience. That's for sure. Let's see. Let's see what's going on and see anything happening in YouTube world. Okay. Let's see. Nope. Not much. Nope. Nothing really going on. Yeah, I think it was called Wombo Studios. I think it's called that. I don't know. Or maybe he has another name. Who knows? Maybe I forgot to ask him. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him. Maybe it slipped my mind. Yeah, it's like Wombo Studios. Some people have different names, what they call themselves. You know, yeah, people can say what they want to say. Whether it's a good or bad. Really, it's up to the people. Yeah. You see some of the weird names they have on YouTube. When I see, I'm gonna pretend like I'm looking for a show to watch on YouTube. TC Media Now, Leo Cardosabar, Doris Wrestling Fanatics Channel, HEAVI, Heavy, I think it's called, New China TV. Use Kukurach. Yeah, got a lot of weird name channels on there. Just reading off my YouTube thing, all kinds of weird name channels, and you'd be surprised how many views they get in a lot of those channels. Yeah, there's some that say, "Oh, I found a lost dog on the road. Guess what happened?" And you'd have like what 800,000 views, and I'm thinking to myself, well, why view that? It doesn't seem very interesting because it's fake. It's all that fake crap, pretending like, "Oh, look at the poor little doggy. It's lost on the road. Let's pick it up and pet it and then take it home and show the kids." Yeah, I don't believe it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it. So, oh boy. Yeah. Whoever you are, a second person, welcome. Welcome. We've had some people come today and joined us, and then they leave, and that's okay. At least they stop by for a little bit. Oh, yeah, not really. Huh. Huh. Weird. Now it says 0. Now it says 0. That's weird. I'm sure somebody's in the room. Sometimes it says 0. Let's see. Let's see who's in the room. Yeah, you're still here, Dave. According to my, yep. Yeah, you're still here. It says 0 up there. It says 0. Good old YouTube. They always brag how great they do things, and they can't even get their numbers right. Boy, I'm glad they don't invent vehicles to drive on the road. They probably make vehicles as good as the communist countries used to do. Yeah, the Russian Krabat or whatever they called it, and the Yugoslavia is Yugo. Yugo was always known to break down all the time. That's what I've read. Oh no, I don't think I ever saw anybody drive a Yugo. I don't think no. Eh. What I've read about Yugo, I wouldn't want one. Or a Russian Krabat. And then the Krabat was around before the Berlin Wall knocked down. People I've read had to wait like up to like 8, 9 years to get one. You're so behind in production. Yeah, that's true. The Yugo was. Then I think the Krabat, or whatever you call it, Russian car, that was second. Yeah, that was crap. Oh yeah, and as soon as the West Germans took over from the East Germans, the East Germans started to buy the used cars from the West Germans because they wanted their vehicles instead of the Krabat or whatever you call it, or whatever you call it, car. Boy, oh boy, I'm just, oh, oh wow, I'm just. Once our group hopefully gets together, I can be sober with the rest of them. We can think of some fun things to do. I hope. I hope we can come up with something interesting. Yeah, because very few people like me, 800 and some subscriber channel, 841 subscriber channel will help someone with about 110. Very few will help channels that small. Very few, unless if they're a celebrity or something, or a past celebrity that somebody else likes, then they'll help them. Oh man. Saying the brainstorm? Oh, I guess. Oh, the group? I don't know. I'm not sure if the group will take any or not, which I doubt because I'm gonna probably do it sober, like with the rest of them. Chances are, so that way, if there's lines or stuff, I can remember lines. Yeah. Ow. Ooh. Man, it's just weird. It's what, January 20th already? Boy, January sure flew with me. Gotta remember it was Chris. I remember Christmas was last month. It feels like 3 days ago. It's so weird. The older you get, the faster time flies. It's weird. The older you get, the faster the time flies. And the older you get, when you're as old as I am, you walk around, the young women ignore you. Yeah, it's mostly the old bags that are interested. Yeah, it's mostly the old bags. I mean, there's some old ladies that look all right, but a lot of them, they lost their looks. It's not, in most cases, it's not their fault. Some, yes, maybe they've done too much alcohol or drugs or too much tobacco smoking, or in some cases, they could have, worked at high stress places and got a lot of wrinkles in their forehead, can't help it. Because, I mean, look at those business owners that are like very big. I mean, that's stress. Owning like 7 businesses, for example, that's a lot of stress. Oh boy. That's a lot of stress. Bookkeeper has a job. Yeah, the bookkeeper. Boy, to be a bookkeeper, you got to love your numbers. I love your numbers and don't mind doing the taxes. Yeah. Oh. Why am I so tired? Wow. Ooh, I'm dreaming of a white. Oh, wait. We already went through that, didn't we? Oh, 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 God. I am just getting tired. I'm just getting very, very tired. Oh, oh man. Oh. Oh man. Yeah, yeah. I just can't wait to do the new projects. That'll be exciting. Do new projects with low subscriber people. That's gonna be a challenge. That's gonna be a challenge. Yeah, yeah. I was glad to help the low subscribers. I wouldn't care if they had two, even one, their mother or something, even their mother or their dad or something. It's okay. It is time. It is time to go up in the air and fly, 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 and fly, fly, fly away, away. Oh, let me guess who it is. I must. I go look. Right, came and went. Whoops. What's this? Hmm. What the? Oh, what the heck? Okay. That was weird. Yeah, say the name. Yeah, yeah. I accidentally was. Oh yeah, I was so bored. I was watching the old Twins baseball game from 1978, and yeah, it was sure different back then than it is now. A less of that stupid celebrating than there is now. Heh, way less celebrating. Yeah, it seems like nowadays if a player hits a base hit, they dance around the base and act like they're celebrating like they won the World Series. Heh, yeah, yeah, things are different now. Things are different now. Yeah. I don't know if Octo isn't here today. Octo isn't here today, as I know of. He might not show up. He might not show up. Yeah. No, it's now this new guy you told me about. He is a very nice guy. If you brought him to me, Dave, thank you very much. If you did, unless if he just found me and talked to you or something, I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I'm so tired. I am so tired. I am so tired. Yeah. Oh, it's all me? Oh. Yeah, but how did you know about that guy that had about 105 subscribers that I talk about and forget? Because you mentioned about some guy with some 100 some subscribers. Huh. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. 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 Hope we can do it together. I think he did tell me he can bring some people if he can, and that'd be all right. You know, if he wants to get a bunch of low subscriber friends together, that's okay. Got to start somewhere. I mean, I started from the bottom too, like everybody else. God, look, just think. Let's see. It took me, I think, a little over 3 years to get 100 subscribers. Oh, a little over 3 years. Yeah, I had a tough time getting 100. Very tough time. It was so weird. Yep, the first 100 is the toughest to get. Yep, the first 100 is the toughest. Then the next 200 is kind of tough, and well, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, well, whatever he has, that's okay. That's all right. That's okay because I wouldn't. I wouldn't care if he had, like I said, I wouldn't care if he had one subscriber. That's okay. Everybody's got to start somewhere. As I always say, you got to give the small channels a chance. I mean, not many channels do, and I'm one of the few that do. And even me at this level, a lot of the big channels still won't touch me. They say I'm too small. It's just weird with those big channels. Once they turn big, they think whatever time they raise their arms, they think it don't stink. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. And there's channels with many subs I think are stupid, but people like them. There's channels I don't like with a million subscribers, but hey, they people like it. That's okay. Unless if YouTube does their auto subscriber stuff, get a bunch of people from India and pay real cheap pennies to the poor and click subscriber and get a bunch of them. I've heard they've done that before in India. Yeah, I heard they've done that over there. Because most people in India don't have a computer, so yeah, there's some people I know that still don't have a computer, of any kind. Not a tablet, not a phone, or not a desktop. I still know some people like that. Yep, they don't have a computer at all. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. Let's see. Oops. Oh, yeah, yeah. I've met a couple of people with schizophrenia in my life. Yeah. Yep, couple. I think one was a guy I used to know named Gary Reeves. He had severe schizophrenia. Oh, he was crazy. Huh, crazy man. Yeah, I'm sure he's dead by now because he was doing crack, which is known as crank. He was doing that pretty often after a while. So I bet he's not around anymore to see daylight. Anybody doing crack, all that garbage they have. Yeah. And anybody I used to know that took meth, they're running the doctor pretty often now, as old people. So what happens, they take those harmful crap, and we'll be in the doctor's office often. Yeah, they'll be seeing the doctor. Yeah. Luckily for me, I never had an interest in meth after I've read that meth contains ammonia. Yeah, the same as floor cleaner. Yeah, I don't like the smell of floor cleaner as it is. Yuck. Yeah. Well, even that stupid pine saw when they go, oh, it's lemon smell. Ugh. Still has ammonia, idiot, you know? Yeah. Of course, that lady pretend like she's smelling it. That gives the idiots an idea. Smells lemon. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh boy. Boy, I'm just so very tired. Yeah. Yeah. Gary just had severe schizophrenia, and I think he's probably the only person I ever probably met, unless there was others that had it and I didn't know about it. Oh, yeah, sometimes when I take these gummies, I feel kind of better, in a way. I kind of feel better because sometimes when I'm straight, I'm just mad at certain people and stuff like that. And then when I take the gummies, it kind of goes away. And I try to think what to think, and try to do some thinking. It's kind of hard. It really is. Yeah, it really is. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's what it does. Yeah, yeah, that's what gummies do, and so does brownies, and so does other stuff. Yeah, this particular one I bought at the tobacco shop. Those come from California. Yeah, all the way to California. They shipped it to Minnesota. Yep. Yeah, I guess Minnesota's taking imports. Yeah, they're taking imports. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Sometimes with some people, the bad people, I wish sometimes you go to the middle of nowhere with some of the real bad people. You just want to take care of them, but then you can't because against the law. Lucky them. Yeah, lucky them. Okay, you got two female and one male. Well, the one female is legit, that's for sure. One of the two females is legit. And I think the female must have left. Oh, man. You let me have one of the ladies? Oh, you're going to introduce some ladies to our show? Oh, nice of you. Eh, yeah, we'll take some of your friends, Dave. You got some lady friends. We'll take them. In my opinion, though, they'll have to have at least one YouTube video for experience. You know, at least they've done one YouTube video, and that's all it takes. Just one. You. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. You sure do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Some 59-year-old guy on YouTube taking gummies and talk about nothing important. Yeah. Yeah. That's me. All right. That is me. All right. That's me. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Hopefully, pretty soon I can find a car wash for my car to wash to clean it up a little bit. I hope so. I hope so. All right. Let's see. When's the last? Oh, I'll see. It says here. Oops. Okay, wait. Let's see. When's the last time I had? Oh, you mean regular candy, for example? Oh, let's see. Uh, hmm. I think it's been a while. Yeah, I think it's probably Reese's peanut butter cups, maybe the last time. I was also going to buy Three Musketeers today, but I changed my mind. Gotta cut down on that candy. Gotta cut down on the candy. Because all candy does is make you gain weight in the stomach, and you don't want that. So candy can go away. Yeah, candy can go away. It's mostly junk. You know that. Mostly junk candy is. I was going to buy a candy bar, but then I changed my mind. Yeah, yeah. I just let's see. I got 3 likes. And looks like you're still the only one in the room. Yeah, I think people come and go and leave me a like and go away. Yep, that's okay. Maybe they like me to say 2 words and then go. That's okay. That counts. Oh, you show 4? Oh, okay. I show 3. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh boy, I'm just very tired today. Very tired. I think I'm gonna try to stretch as long as I can. Maybe more people will show up in the chat. We'll see. We'll see. Ouch. Ooh. Boy. Yeah, I got crow's eyes. All right. I got crow's eyes. Yeah. Well, the strangest hallucination. I think that time when I took LSD and going down up by Lowry Avenue, Minneapolis, and I heard the voices, "Killer be killed, killer be killed, killer be killed," because it was a dangerous neighborhood. You know, you person get jumped at any time, and boy, walking 5 blocks from his brother's ex-girlfriend's and wife's place to his house, which is my ex-friend Brian. Yeah, those 5 blocks seemed like it took forever. Because I thought I was going to get jumped, and when I got to their house, I was relieved. And after that, he was going to take some again. I said, forget it. I said, no, thank you. I said, never again. Nope. Yeah, that's how I really felt. It was just weird. Yeah. Yeah, I learned that. I read about a guy named Kim from Korea. There's this boxing match he went against, was a Ray Boom Boom Man. I think I said that one before. Where he boxed against Ray Boom Boom Mancini, and Mancini hit him so hard that Kim died. Yeah, I think that's his name. He's a guy from Korea anyway. And Boom Boom felt really bad about it. Yeah, he felt bad. Yeah, it bummed him out. He said the guy was a tough fighter. He said he had to hit him as hard as he could to knock him out. He just kept getting up. Yeah, until he couldn't get up anymore. It was weird. I think that was the last. That was one of the last 15-round fights I think they ever had. So I think he knocked him out in the 15th round. But was it after the Pintor Owen fight where Pintor won 15? Well, I think he knocked him out. Was in the 15th round. Yeah. Oh yeah, laughing gas. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd stay away from that if I can. Yeah, personally, I to stay away from that stuff. Yeah, I've heard sometimes okay, there's this one machine you turn it on and fill up balloons. I've heard people like put it in their mouths and go, and talk in a weird way, you know. Yeah, pretty stupid. They asked me to do it. I said, no, I'm not interested. They didn't want to do that. Not me. Oh, helium. That's what it's called. Helium. Oh, we want to suck helium. Forget that. Not me. Not me. Yeah. I remember when I was in high school, some of the kids were taking steroids to play sports. Some were taking steroids. It was like legal at the time. Just get some stuff and put it in your mouth or shoot it up the arm or whatever. Yep. Yeah. Ouch. Ooh. Yep, my foot kind of hurts. Okay, welcome to the room, second person, whoever you are. Always welcome. Even stopping by and leaving is okay too. That counts as a welcome too. Yeah. Yep, that counts. Counts Dave is doing all the chatting and all the chats have been Dave tonight. So yeah, yeah, all the chats have been Dave's. Oh, God. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, join us number two if you want to. Up to you. Maybe number two is too shy. That's okay. Shy people can stay and watch us talk. That's all right. That's all right for number two. Yeah, yeah. If it's a law enforcement, how do you do? Keep the streets safe. Arrest the burglars and the ones that do serious crimes, though, please, if you're in law enforcement, because you never know. You never know if they're in law enforcement. So if they are, we hope you arrest the bad people. Yep, keep them off the streets. Hopefully, the courts will keep them off the streets, because who knows what the courts will do. You never know about the court system. Some people have the luck, and some don't. Yeah, and I'm not one of the lucky ones when it comes to courts. No, I'm not one of the lucky ones. Wow. Why? Yeah, I'm really having a good time tonight. Let's see. I think there was yesterday was like 4 males and 5 females, something like that. Now we have 2 females and a male. Yeah. How about that? How about that? Oh, good. Wow, I'm just. Ouch. Ooh, ooh. Ah, my ankle hurts. Oh, oh, my ankle. Oh. Yeah, that's my ankle sometimes. Yeah, yeah. It's like it's like this. You twist it around, and there you go. Yep, twist it around, and there you go. I've been doing it since I was a kid. I think about, I think 6, 7 years old. I've always been doing that. Okay, there's two males and two females. That's cool. Two males and two females. All right. Yeah, so it's 50-50. 50-50 tonight. That's all right. No, I I didn't exactly had a little injury, but okay, it always did that. But then my right leg and foot got worse one time. Like I said, when I used to work in RDO some years ago in Park Rapids Potato Factory. It's a little town. Anyway, I was walking by the flume. There's these boards right where the culverts go. Yeah, I was walking around. Some goofball turned off the lights, and I stepped on my foot accidentally right in the flume. The board split and my ankle hurt bad. I should have took workman's comp at the time. I didn't because I was loyal to the company. And then after I quit, the company turned around and pooped all over me. But oh well, it happens like that. When you try to sometimes help people or help companies, companies will turn, or people will turn around and let you have it. Yeah, it happens all the time. Yeah, sometimes you know you support a business person, right? Say the business person seems cool. After a while, the business person will stab you in the back. Just weird sometimes. Like that guy that owned the general store in Monaga. Yeah, this one town up south of Park Rapids. Yeah, he stabbed me in the back. Of course, the gas station and the pumps are now torn down, which is good. It erases the memory of the guy mostly. Yeah, yeah, big business and a couple of small ones too. Yeah, like the general store in Monaga at the time before it got torn down. Yep, that one gas station got torn down after a while. Yep, yeah, it's pretty funny. Speaking of gas stations, that tornado in Wadena, when it like hit Orton Station, you should have heard Orton in the press. He was comical. Oh, they'll give us money for the gas station. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's too bad we're leaving. I thought to myself, you're going to get a lot of money from the state, pal, and he did for the expansion of the highway. Plus, the railroad owns the land, so he don't have to pay, you know, like for anything. He just gets straight up money. Because you ever notice when you drive around towns, if you ever do that sometimes, you go through small towns, did you notice that most abandoned small businesses are gas stations? You ever notice that? I do all the time. It's always gas stations. It could be a couple of dry goods stores. Yeah, yeah, it did. It made me feel better. Sometimes when I turn on certain buildings you have bad memories of, makes you feel better. Yeah, 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 it makes me feel better. It's weird how it works, but yeah, yep. Oh yeah, speaking of bowling alleys, they've torn down a lot of bowling alleys over the years. I mean, they've torn down bowling alleys and haven't really replaced them. Let's see, they tore down Village North Bowl in Brooklyn Park. Let's see, um, Fairway Lanes, I think it was called in Brooklyn Park. Let's see. Oh, it's that bowling alley. I did great in all the time because they hardly waxed the bowling alley. Let's see. There was Lynbrook Bowl, and I think the other one was a real small bowling alley with 6 lanes. I got torn down. Lanes turned into a Muslim church. Um, yeah, Maddie's Bowl got torn down, the one that jipped me out of a quarter once for pinball machines, and many others. And only one bowling alley was built, and that was it. Yeah, yeah, that's what happens sometimes. They just, yeah, okay, yeah, the Village North Mall and that strip mall, they just torn it down, and they have some like townhouses on the back and stuff like that. And oh yeah, Apache Bowl, yeah, Apache Bowl in Minneapolis. It was in the Apache Mall. I remembered. That's one thing I remember about the Apache Bowl when I was watching Brian and Stacy Bowl. I went home and I was driving in the rain. And when I got home, I discovered something. My '86 Grand Prix T-Tops hood ornament got stolen, and that thing was cracked. And some knucklehead in Minneapolis stole it. I started laughing. How that anybody who steals a hood ornament that's cracked must be desperate. Yeah, because what I mean, maybe even nowadays, if you have a hood or ornament that's like scratched and cracked, you'd be lucky to get what, $1 for it or something. Nobody wants a scratched or cracked. See, the Grand Prix hood ornament had this emblem. It had like plastic on the inside at the time, you know. Yeah, someone must have took cable wires, just like I did with the Park Avenue that time when I did the YouTube video clipping it out. I had some guy took that, and because at the time, see, Menudo, this rock band, they used to wear a keychain with Mercedes emblem on it, you know, and then it's Mercedes Benz had a problem. I mean, insurance companies had problems because a lot of people's Mercedes Benz they had their hood ornaments clipped off because Menudo. Yeah, a lot of people are stealing Mercedes Benz hood ornaments. Yeah, I do too. Yep. You have the Mercury Cougar emblem. Yeah. See, there's an idea for a kid for a hobby. Collect hood ornaments from vehicles. There's a hobby. You know, you go to junkyards. I'll have to ask first. They get a hood ornament. Of course, it's going to cost them. And, well, they won't be free any. They're not going to be low cost anymore. No, not if it's like a Mercedes Benz or one of those old time fancy vehicles from way back in the '60s. Yeah, or some of those '30s hood ornaments. Oh man, they're worth money. Huh. '30s hood ornament. Good luck getting that thing. Good luck. Not easy to find because chances are people probably clip those too. Yeah, I just hate that people clip hood ornaments. Yeah. Oh, I clipped my own, the Bill Park Avenue. Of course, I got junked later on. So I owned a car and I took it and then I lost it. The other thing I found that I have in my old Park Avenue is, yeah, my ashtrays. Yeah. Backseat ashtrays there. Oh man, let's see. No, that was the driver's one. This is backseat here. Yeah. The backseat. Here's my 3 cigar lighters. I bubble wrapped them. I decided to bubble wrap them because I think they're going to be worth money too. Probably not, but who knows? Maybe somebody desperate for ashtrays and cigar lighters can buy it off of Old Park Avenue. There's always somebody out there. Yeah, always somebody, as they all say. Yeah. Just like when I was at thrift shops before, when I wasn't looking for light bulbs used to be all over the place. Now that they bought this light from Target, just think. Now, when you look for light bulbs, say for the top one, the 50, 100, 151, they charge between $14 and $18 for one light bulb. Yeah. One light bulb is like 14 to 18 bucks for one light bulb. Insane. Luckily, I got 2 from my father's place in Wadena. Yeah. Okay, I got 2 of those. Yeah. And unless I see it in the thrift shops, sometime, unless I see it in the thrift shops. The thrift shops, I don't even see them anymore. It's weird. You only see light bulbs in thrift shops now. Before, I used to see it all over the place. Light bulbs here, light bulbs there, light bulbs everywhere. No, you don't. The only light bulbs you see is on the lantern on the lights. Of course, the thrift shop actually will let you take a bulb and buy it, but they'll tell you no, that goes with the lamp if you want it. But then those lamps they sell at the thrift shops, like that one, they sell those for like $10, and you get that new for 15. Because thrift shops sometimes overcharge for things and undercharge for things. You know, yeah, you got to watch your prices at thrift shops. Yeah, they usually overprice like baseball cards, for example. They overprice those. And yeah, that guitar I got the Salvation Army for $10. That thing crapped out kind of. The neck of the guitar just crumbled and break. Oh well, that was okay. I I don't mind because I'm doing good for the Salvation Army. They're a good organization. I just figure if something breaks, that's a donation. Why not, right? Yeah, that's why I look at it. Yeah, sometimes, oh, just like that high school jacket I got that at the Salvation Army, $17 for a leather Burnsville high school jacket. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just the weirdest thing, and that's an actual state high school jacket, and very few of the letter men, will say at the time, wear it. It's just weird. I got it for only 17.50. I was thinking, should I buy this or not? I was debating in my own head, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy it. Heck with it. I'm glad I did. I looked it up. It was a very rare jacket. Only the Yeah, that was actually in 1992 when Burnsville won the state title in football, and they played at the old Metrodome. Yeah, they used to call it. Yeah, yeah. Mike Ditka, the ex-coach of the Bears, he used to call the Metrodome the Roller Dome because they'd roller skate around the Metrodome, and he said the turf was like a roller rink. Yeah, yeah. I used to clean up the seats for Dolph and Temps, and yeah, they didn't pay people very much. And this one guy that was head of security, he must have weighed 400 pounds. He was yelling at everybody all the time, real jackass. Yeah, he was a jackass. When I saw people running around pretending like they're catching a football, you know, and then you hear announcers on TV talk about that turf is like a rock. In my opinion, anybody who invented tartan turf and artificial turf, they should serve life without parole, man. In my opinion, because you ever notice the injuries of the sports players went way up after they invented that turf. You ever notice that? You ever notice the head injuries went way up? I mean, before the turf was just grass, yeah, they had a lot, but once the turf came, it went way up because turf is way harder than grass. Turf is like it's like tar on the street. Yeah, it's like tar or cement on the street, just about like that. Yeah, that old stuff. Yeah, when they played baseball, the ball would bounce a lot different than grass. Grass, the ball would just the turf go boing boing boing. Yeah, those balls go real high. Yeah, yeah. One time I read about a ball player. One time he played the Metrodome. I think his name is Dave Kingman. That's right. He hit a baseball. It went up so high it got stuck on the speakers. This was so weird. Then the umpires are looking around the book. They couldn't find the rules on it. They all agreed and got together. I'll just call it ground rule double. Probably would have been a long home run, but they just said, "Oh, we'll just call it ground rule double." Now I guess nobody complained, but yeah, yeah. So I say whoever invented artificial turf ought to be, you know, yeah. When you look at it now, and then when you see, yeah, it's terrible. CTE is terrible because some of those guys, once they get that CTE, I mean, what if like a 6'5", 250 pound, say offensive lineman or defensive lineman, what if they like get really mad and start going violent? I mean, that'd be scary. The next player like that going violent. And what if he knows martial arts or something? That'd be worse. Because when people get that CTE or and stuff like that, sometimes they'll just lose it and don't mean to. It's weird. Just like I read before, was a wrestler named was it Chris Benoit? I mean, Benoit, what he did is 100% wrong. I don't like Chris Benoit. Let everybody know about that. But anyway, yeah, yeah, he went and yeah, he beat up his wife Nancy to death and his son. He put the pillowcase over his face and suffocated him. Then he killed himself. According to the doctor that checked his brain, he was like an 85-year-old man with Alzheimer's. But still, he was wrong. Don't get me wrong. He was wrong. Hey, you know. Yeah, he used to do a lot of diving headbutts in the wrestling ring all the time. A lot of times he'd miss and hit his head right on the mat. He hit his head too many times with those diving headbutts. Yeah. That's why when I used to play, I played a little soccer. I thought some of those guys that butt their head with a soccer ball, I thought it was stupid. Oh, I said that in a previous video. That's right. Yeah, instead of hitting it on the head and making the ball go wherever, just hit it on the chest and roll it on the ground. It will roll right in front of you. That's common sense, in my opinion, in soccer. Just on the chest and it'll go right in front of you. Easy to do. If you do it on the head, you don't know where it's going to go. It could go boing and then score a goal or something. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Yeah. Nope. If I had a son or daughter, see right now, see if I was a younger man, if they ask about playing football, I'd say, hey man, don't play football, please. See, otherwise it'll mush your brain. That's all I'll tell my son or daughter. Don't play football, please. It'll mush your brain. Yeah. Especially when you're especially when you're on the offensive or defensive line. It's like I said, those collisions, it's like a continuous accident of two cars or two vehicles at 30 miles an hour. I believe it. I actually believe it. Because those people that are real big and they go hit really hard, yeah, an average person like us would be crippled. That's how great those athletes are. Yeah. Yeah, so great those athletes are. That's the same with boxers and mixed martial artists too. They get hit in the head so many times, their brains could scramble too. Yeah, their brains could scramble. Yeah, that's how Matt Hughes. Yeah, that's how he kind of went off when he was, I don't know, beating everybody up, and it was after that time when he was trying to beat the train with his vehicle. The train hit his vehicle, and he suffered severe injuries, especially on the head, but he still lived. And then doing mixed martial arts, get punched in the head and kicked in the head so many times. Sometimes he like went bananas. He even fought his own twin brother. Yeah, he even fought his own twin brother. And if you fight your own brother and you're fighting everybody else, about a 98% chance that person's got a problem. Yeah, that person's got a problem. Yeah, yeah, just, yeah. Well, man, he was trying to outrun a train. I don't understand why. Why outrun a train? No thanks. I've seen what those trains do. I've seen in videos when a semi hits the train, you should see the semi. It's destroyed. And these semis are huge too. Semis can destroy most things, but not a train. Not a train. Uh-uh. Nope. Train would hit the semi and the train would keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Oh. Let's see. So far, 2 males and 2 females. Yeah. That's what we have in the room thus far. And those that come and gone and still haven't voted, still thank you. Appreciate it. I thank all the great people here. Dave's done all the talking tonight in chat. That's all right. At least somebody talked in chat. Better than nobody. Better than nobody. That's what I say. Yeah, speaking of that, those that don't have timers on their ovens, sometimes on clearance at Walmart, you get these timers for, I think as little as I'd say 85 cents or something like that. Yeah, under $1. Yeah, these timers like keep running as long as you don't drop them very often. Yeah. Trouble is, when you drop these on the ground, it's 50-50 chance it'll break. It's weird. I used to have like 7 timers, and I think I busted about 5 of them by accident. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, and I had that Verizon Wireless little cell phone. Too bad that's disappeared. That thing was tough. I dropped that thing on the sidewalk about, God, 200 times. That phone just kept working. You drop this 200 times, that's going to break. It'll wear out. Yeah. You can't, I make sure, yeah, you got to make sure you don't drop that phone. Yeah, you got to make sure you don't drop your phone. But those old oval shaped Verizon phones, boy, were they tough. You could put it on a fist and conk someone in the head with it for self defense. Yeah. It's like my cameras, but these are even better. The cell phone, that oval shaped cell phone, could put that into a fist. Yeah, it's just weird. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of some guys in fights when they fight their opponent. They like put some rocks like in their fist and start whacking them. Yeah, makes the fist harder. Of course, the inside of the hand will kind of wear out, depending on how tough the person's hand is. Well, mine it'd crack, but yeah, yeah. I know I couldn't do it, but there's some people that do. Play Snake on one of those brick phones. Those old brick phones, I never owned one. No, I never owned a brick phone, but the first brick phone I saw was a guy named Lester. He was working at a place, I think it was called Oil Dine or something. He was like digging in the trash. He found this cell phone. It was kind of a trash area or something he worked in. He took it home one day. It worked. And back then, for cell phones, if you like call someone and talk to them, you had to pay them money each call, on the cell phone. Back then, before all these phone companies were making better deals. But before that, you paid for each call. Yeah, Brian was calling his dad on it for like a month and a half straight. I think it was per minute. Yeah. Yeah. And it was expensive for cell phones back then. Very few people had them. And before that, they had sometimes the police would have like mobile phones or real rich people. And those mobile phones with batteries, it only went, I'd say, maybe under 10 miles or something like that. It was weird. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of like that back then. Yeah. It was just weird. These old brick phones. And after a while, certain shapes of phones replaced the brick phone, and then the brick phones went in the thrift shop. But you don't see phones in thrift shops anymore, though. I've noticed. I know you used to, but I think there's too many problems with thrift shops and cell phones, so they don't sell that now. You know, yeah. If they want to use cell phone, they probably have to go to a used cell phone shop or something, and or maybe some repairman will fix it, and he'll charge you so much money, and then you got to cross your fingers and hope it works right or not. You don't know. I wouldn't trust a used cell phone. I wouldn't trust a used cell phone if they gave it to me. I say always get a new one every time. Always buy one brand new somewhere. Verizon, T-Mobile, Boost, um, or whatever other mobile phone company, your local phone company. It don't matter. Well, they all sell cell phones now. They'll sell them now. Yeah, before that, they used to have like these line phones, and then you pick up the phone and go outside your door and talk. I used to think, wow, that's impressive. Yeah, then you can talk on the phone. I'll go in the bathroom instead of those old cord phones where, oh, just when I go, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. See you later. Bye. Boom. But now you can take your phone and do whatever. It's just so different now. Yeah, it's so different. Yeah, so different. Yeah, yeah, they'll get even better. Who knows what they'll do in the future? It's hard to say. Because I used to watch the Jetsons when I was a kid. They had those like TV phones. Yeah, when they were talking, like in this cartoon was in 1962, mind you. I used to laugh and tell people those talking TV phones, that's impossible. I used to say, and some people say, yeah, it is. That's a stupid idea. I think we're more likely have the flying cars. That's I used to think, you know, because most ideas seemed impossible. Well, you can get the flying cars going now, sure, but it'd be hard for law enforcement to keep track of you. So law enforcement would rather have us driving the ground, easier for them to catch us. Yeah, I think most people would rather driving the ground anyway because, yeah, there you go. That's another one. Jetson's dinner in pill form. Yeah, I remembered that. Yeah, and like the time the Flintstones, they went to the Jetsons era, and here's a kid with a little watch thing. How old is your son? Oh, he's 12. This kid is 14. This kid is 14. Oh, we can't get away with anything these days. Yeah, he had to pay for, I think, different admission because he had to be 12 and younger was free, but he was over 12, so he had to pay for it. His dad got mad because his dad was trying to lie to the ticket guy and it didn't work. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just, oh yeah, and the Star Trek cell phone thing where they had the flip phone, that was pretty accurate in a way because some of the cell phones, I think in the year 2000s, they flipped up like the Star Trek phone, they kind of flipped like it. Yeah, you went like this and flipped. Yeah, it's weird. And with those flip phones like that, I thought to myself, well, it'd be neat if phones are like that. Wow. Then I think, I don't think it'll happen. That's impossible. I used to think that too. You know, this and the Star Trek it started, I think, in 1967 to 69. Oh, I think, well, they did have radios. hooked up against these big radios, and beep, beep, beep. When the astronauts talk to the ground control, beep, beep, beep. Yeah, I thought those beeps were pretty cool. I still kind of do. Yeah, it's just weird, kind of trippy. It's kind of trippy back then. Yeah, yeah. Now they're like I said before in other videos. I have a prediction on one thing is when they get those electric cars really going, I bet the electric bills are going to go, they'll blast off. I bet electricity bills are going to blast off in price, like gasoline did. Especially it started in the 70s, I think. Yeah, at that time in the late 70s, gas was reaching $1 a gallon. You should have heard the people. Oh, it's the end of the world, $1 a gallon. We're going to go back to horse and buggy. There's some people actually believe we're going to go back to horse and buggy. It was funny. Some of the old timers are saying, oh, we're going to go back to horse and buggy again. Oh, I rode that when I was a kid. I can do it. These modern people, they'd be bawling and screaming. That's all right. They'll just have to grow their own food and they'll probably die off because they're too stupid. That's what the old timers used to say. The old timers from way back, ones that are like 70, 80 years old in the 70s. Because in the early 1900s, remember, a lot of people used horse and buggy back then. It was just weird. Some of those old timers remember the horse and buggy days. They tell us about it when we were kids. It was pretty cool. I go watch westerns, and some of the old timers will say it's like the westerns, and then my mother would say it's a bunch of baloney, and actually it is. Yeah. Oh, they have this one YouTube video of this one lady. She's like over 110 years old. Was it 79? She was given an interview on what it was like in like 1879, 1889, and she had a good memory of it, what it was like. It was just totally different from today. She says, oh, this modern world, boy, it's like a different time. It really is a different time. Yes. She'd be like that. But sometimes I like it back then better because people are more polite than they are now. They're so impolite now. It's sad. She'd be interviewing like that. Yeah. She was a kind of a cool old lady. I think she came from royalty or something like that. Always lived, wealthy all the time. Yeah. Oh, I remember the days where we had bathrooms. We used like chambermaids. It's like a little pot where people sat, and then they had to dump it out at the chambermaid. Yeah, she was talking about chambermaids. Well, after a while, we got a toilet with running water. That was so exciting. We were one of the few people that had it. Some were jealous of us when we had that toilet. Yeah, I mean, saying stuff like that. It was cool. I was impressed. I was totally impressed with that old lady. Yeah, boy, it was just go back in those times, and now I'd rather stay in these days. And that's one of the reasons right there. Because without that baby, I'm not here to talk to you. I'd be going to sleep in a box, buried in dirt. Either that or I'd be and then dumped. One of the two. Yeah. For those of you that were here in the room, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Always appreciate people coming and going. Yeah. I think that was one of them. Yeah. It was just weird. Yeah. She was like very interesting. She just talked about how things are different back then. Like there's like no vehicles. Let's see, 1870s. Yeah, there was no vehicles at all. Just everything was horse and buggy. Yeah, we rode around in the horse and buggy, and oh, timing had to be perfect because sometimes if the doctor doesn't come on time, the poor little baby died and we had to bury it in the cemetery. And a lot of sad people were stuck crying. Yeah. Doctor tried his best. Yeah. You know, you talk about doctors making house calls and horse and buggies. Yeah. She says, oh, this modern world is a lot of ways it's better, but in a lot of ways it's not as good. I don't think the people are as friendly. No, not as nearly as friendly as they were back then. They have bad manners. I thought to myself, if you think they had bad manners in the 70s, you just see it today. Boy, a lot of bad manners out in the street. A lot of bad manners out in the street. I mean, some people try to pick fights with me. And one time, this lady, I was explaining to that one lady with an umbrella. You know, she didn't know much about the cars. She just asked me, she says, why did they sit those cars out in the sun? I said, yeah, it's not a good idea because the sun will blemish the metal. I mean, you know that, Dave, of course. And I was explaining that. And this lady comes out, I don't know if it was her daughter or something. She says, you don't know Jack. I said, what did you say? She didn't say anything, but then I thought I better leave, you know. Oh, fights? No, actually, I won more, but I picked my opponents carefully, Dave. I picked my opponents carefully. I always do. Because some of those guys, if you lose fights, end up in the hospital. You know, I'd end up laying in the hospital. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'm just still thinking, Dave. I'm going to cross my fingers once the new group gets going. And we'll give it a shot. Cross my fingers. I'm going to cross my fingers. Because that's what I need is I need other people to talk to in my new videos. You know? Yep, that's what I'm doing. Yep. Sometimes it's good to have other people make some plans. He doesn't have time right now. He's just super, super busy right now. He says, I'm so busy. He says, I'm surprised I stay awake. I said, okay. I said, take your time. It's all right. I told him, take your time. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. Oh, ow. Ooh. Yeah. I'm getting to feel kind of better now. It's just weird. I'm feeling kind of better now. Just, yeah. Oh, it's going to be fun. Got to think of things to do. Got to see. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. I accept the challenge. Yep. See, Dave, did I ever tell you? I think did I ever tell you about Pat Sajak? He once was getting a talk show going. Did I ever tell you about that before? I think I did, didn't I? I thought about that. I'm no fan of his, but here's a genius. How smart Pat Sajak is. This is funny. Oh, okay, yeah. One time they were getting a talk show going, and they called it the Pat Sajak Show, and yeah, they made an offer to him. They dickered a little bit. Then all of a sudden, he agreed on $900,000 a year for 3 years. They were going against the Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, and I'm gonna look up. Okay. Let's see. Well, it did. Okay. It had 164 episodes, yeah, and I don't think it lasted the 3 years. I think let's see, 154 episodes. Let's see now, 50. No, anyway, yeah, he was going against the Tonight Show. The Tonight Show was just killing him all the time, because anytime any show was put against the Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, they used to call that a death sentence for any other show. They put your show against his. Your show is a death sentence. That's the nickname, because Carson was on for over 20 years, and he was clobbering everybody. And then they had the war. What was it? Leno versus Letterman. NBC decided to, make Leno the head one, and then what was it? Then David Letterman got real mad, and another network had him go against Leno, and they were having some good battles. Well, they hated each other. Letterman and Leno hate each other. Of course, I watched Jay Leno's Garage. I enjoy his cars, but but anyway, Sajak, $900,000 a year for 3 years. Yeah, he made a killing. And he never had Vanna White on his show, because Vanna White was trying an actress career, and she was in one movie that bombed, The Goddess of Love. I watched that for like 2 minutes, and I thought, forget that. And I shut it off. Yeah. And she makes, Karen Grassel from Little House on the Prairie look like Katharine Hepburn in comparison. We know Katharine Hepburn is an outstanding actress. Yeah, just like that. That New Gilligan's Island they had? They had that Baldwin lady replace Tina Louise. Yeah, that's like comparing Karen Grassel to Katharine Hepburn. That's about what it's like. Yeah. So let's see. But Sajak made a lot of money, though. I think when Sajak quit Wheel of Fortune recently, I think he was making like $15 million a year. I think something like that, $15 million a year. He was raking in the buckaroos, and he said one day, I quit. I want to take my money and have fun. We go around the world and going in the best luxury cruise ships. People like us won't be allowed. Yeah. In order to get on the ships that Sajak would go on, we'd have to be stowaways. They wouldn't let us on. Yeah, so there's some kinds of private ships like that where the very rich pay a lot of money and they want to keep the other class out. Oh, no, I did. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I bought a ticket today. Yeah. Yeah, I bought this one at Walmart. Yeah, I bought it at, or did I buy it at Walmart? Yes, I did. Yeah, I bought it at Walmart. That's right. I bought it at Walmart. I was going to buy it at Holiday gas station, but I decided I'll just buy it at Walmart. Yeah. Yeah. Usually I go to Holiday Station because you can put the gas in and pay for it there. Well, at Quick Trip, unless you have a credit card, if you pay in cash, you got to pay it inside first and then pump gas. I'd rather do it the holiday way: pump gas, wash your hands, then pay for it. That's how I like it better. Oh, Holiday and Quick Trip, they're neck and neck in business. They're the two main gas stations, like in southern Minnesota, and they're like going neck and neck. And I mean the gas is basically the same, but Holiday and Quick Trip, they have their ways of making their snack aisles like this fancy cheesy stuff. Yeah, their fancy stuff and snack aisles don't gas station architecture I've seen inside. I think 90% of it's just corny as hell, in my opinion. just total cornyism, as I call it. Yeah, total cornyism. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh man. Oh, why? Yep. Hour and 50 minutes. 4 votes, 2 males, 2 females, and 3 in the room. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. One day I wish I can travel my car far. That'll be fun. Go to other states in my car. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. Yep. Just think, when I go to other states in my car, I can climb the Rocky Mountains like nothing. I bet I can climb the Rocky Mountains with my Grand Marquis. Yeah. Just goes up. See, wait a minute. Did I ever? Wait a minute. Let me think. In the YouTube video, did I do an uphill with my Grand Marquis? I wonder. I think or did I? I forgot. I thought I did. I thought I went up the hill with my Grand Marquis in a demonstration. But you see how fast my car took off. Remember when I was going off the rest stop? Remember how fast my car was going when I stepped on it, holding the. Remember that? Or when I stepped on it, that wasn't even to the floor. It was about 3/4. It wasn't even to the floor. When I put it to the floor, my hand would feel it more. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot quicker than people think. I'll put it that way. It'll surprise you. Yeah, it'll surprise you. Just think that Crown Vic with the Interceptor. Just think how fast that'll move. Yikes. And I've read too that a lot of police stations in the United States, the poor ones, they're rebuying the Crown Vics again and fixing them up. They're rebuying them. Yeah, they're starting to rebuy them because they're cheap. And in some police stations, they had them in mothballs and stuff like that. We're going to put them in museums. They were laid in the other police cars. They just took those out of retirement and used them again. Yeah, those Crown Vic police cars. I get a kick out of it. It's just, they just love those cars. Yeah, because when I watched the YouTube video on the Crown Vics, the police officers all bragged about it. Enough for equipment, very quick car, very tough car, enough room to put the suspects in the back without complaining, and way enough equipment room to put in the trunk. And they're not kidding. That trunk is huge. You could put, oh man. Yeah. Yeah, overall style, I just like it better than the Park Avenue. I think the Park Avenue, to me, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. The Park Avenue in some ways looks good. The instrument panel does look kind of cool. And I don't like the big numbers on the clock. I thought that was kind of, I like the Grand Marquis small numbers better. on the dash, the small numbers. It just looks much cooler. Then in the radio, when you play music, it shows what band it plays. Like, let's see, like Boston's "Let Me Take You Home Tonight." The words will be on there, and oh, let's see, no, any other songs too. Any song, country, rock, say the radio station and who's playing. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, the Park Avenue didn't do that. Yeah, I just like all the gauges on there. None of that stupid electronic lights. I like the old-fashioned gauges better. That's me. I'm an old-fashioned guy. And even more old-fashioned, they had the old idiot lights. If something goes wrong, yeah, they have a mymopar.com. That's a YouTube. I don't know if you ever subscribe to that channel. It's like mymopar.com. It shows comparing the Mopar cars to the Novas and stuff like that. You ever see that one? Yeah, that's a good channel. I enjoy it. Little cheesy commercials. But hey, it convinced me to buy a Chrysler. Yeah, they're comparing the engines and yeah, okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, I'll see what it says. Yep, mymopar.com, and it has a Mopar name on it. Yeah. Yeah, and it shows some of those ladies on there from back then. I mean, they got models, no doubt. And those ladies, I mean, if I was back in 1970, I'd date them, most of them, depending on their reputation. I mean, if they have a reputation of hanging around with motorcycle gangs, I'd say no, I better not. Let some other guy date her. Because of those motorcycle gangs, I'll stay away from them. I would. Oh yeah, make motorcycle gangs mad. Oh boy. Yeah, I've met them before, and I'll never meet them again. Oh, not me. Yeah. Oh, the one with the Dodge trucks. You've seen that one? Yeah. Yeah, they're comparing the old Dodge trucks too. Yeah, but those Ford Rangers in the 70s were very good trucks, though. Because when I was a kid, I used to drive by those trucks. I saw mostly Ford Rangers where I came from. It was weird. In the rural areas of Minnesota, I saw that too. Maybe in some parts of the United States, I think different trucks sold more, for example. What did you see? What did you people used to see back in the 70s? I don't know if you're as old as I am, but any of your relatives, what do they say? Like, if they talk to you about vehicles or anything? Because I know what I saw when I was a kid. Oh, and for Chrysler cars, I saw a lot of Chargers, Challengers, Furies, Newports. Oh, yeah, the Ford Ranger, those old trucks. Yeah, those are the ones in Vining, Minnesota. They were all over the place. And one farmer used to say, "Yep, when we have a Ford truck, we try to outwork the Ford truck, but the only thing is the Ford truck keeps working and we need rest." And we get someone else to drive the Ford. He says, those Fords don't break down when you get the right engine. Sometimes they get that 302 and 351 Windsor V8. They were very reliable engines. See, the Windsor, I think what I've been told, I could be wrong. The Windsor is more pulling power. The Cleveland was more for speed. That's what I was told. Yeah, when they used to pull stuff, they used the Windsor. Or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. People have told me that. Maybe they were idiots. I don't know. Because I heard the Cleveland was the faster engine than the Windsor, on Ford anyway. So I know, let's see, my two cars, the LTD2 and the Cougar, I had the 351 Windsor with a 2-barrel carburetor. And those 78s, man, oh, they went putz. They were putts, man. Oh, it'll take a while to climb though. You can get that car, I'd say on a good day, maybe 100 miles an hour down a hill. I think it'll go tops about 90, I don't know, 95 to 99 maybe. Because remember, they had that governor on all those cars back then. And, the government was pushing for the governor to put on all the vehicles to save gas, and to keep people from outrunning the cops. But you see, everybody back when I was younger, a lot of those younger people, they have these old 60s cars. There's cops in the Chevy Citations. They outrun them all the time. Yeah, some of those cops, they were mad. They said, these cars are slow. We can't catch anybody. We need faster vehicles. Yeah. Yeah, they were slow. Was it the Dodge St. Regis? They said that was slow. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I drove an LTD once. It was a 72 with a 351 Cleveland. That one was much faster than my 78s. Way faster. Yeah. Oh, let's see. One race I remember. I know I've said that before. Maybe I'll say it again. That time I raced my old 88, Delta 88, 1972, with it was a 352 barrel V8. I raced a Chrysler Newport on Brooklyn Boulevard. And when the light turned green, the Newport disappeared. I couldn't believe it. I was like this. Huh? Yeah. I'll never forget that. Me and Delta 88, Newport. What was it? Let's see. I mean, this is Newport. This went. It was like that. It disappeared. I went, wow, that Newport could move. Yeah, my eyes were like this. One guy says, can't you go faster? And like I had my foot hugging the floor, man. It was pressed so hard on the floor, I couldn't press any harder. And that Newport, no lie, disappeared. I think it must have been probably a 72, 70, it could have been a 70, one of those years. It wasn't a 69. It was between a 70 and 72, I'd say. That Newport impressed me. Yep, the Chrysler Newport. It was a family car. But for a family car, that car could move. And that car was tough in accidents too. Because people used to say, you don't want to get hit by a Newport with another vehicle. The Newport will destroy you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I swear that engine must have been a 444 barrel. I swear. Had to be. Way it blew the doors off me. Had to be a 444 barrel. That was the fastest engine. And it was still fast. I mean, it's not like the Hemis and the six packs, but those 444 barrels did move. Did move compared to a lot of vehicles. It's just so weird over the years with vehicles, Was it in the early 30s I read? Was it Clyde Barrow owned a Ford? He wrote a letter to Henry Ford and was saying something like he was impressed with the speed of this car. He was outrunning all the cops. Yeah, he said the top speed of that car was 82 miles an hour. He was outrunning the cops in the 30s with it. No, that was a hot rod back then. Yeah, in 1832 at about 82 miles an hour. That was a hot rod. Yeah, I think, what was it? I think about the 50s it started to really go fast. 60s just zoom. Now the 60s were really, late 60s. Wow. Oh, my dad, he had that 69 Plymouth Fury detective car with that 383 four-barrel Interceptor. Boy, that car could cook. Yeah, sometimes he barely step on it. I'd say, hey, Dad, are you flooring the car? He says, no, I'm barely touching the pedal. And that car go, pew. He says, oh, this darn thing's fast. I wish it'd be a little slower. That's what my dad would complain about sometimes about the Fury car. He'd complain about it, how touchy it is and fast. Yeah, that was funny. And later on, he had a hard time selling it, believe it or not. He sold it to a drunk. I think he sold it for, I think $600 or something like that. It was dirt cheap. He sold it for about $600. A car like that, a Fury Detective car with a 383 4-barrel Interceptor, that'd be worth a lot of money now if it's mid miles, you know. A lot of people, they love the Interceptor. They probably take the car and take the Interceptor out. Yeah, they take the Interceptor out. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that car would blow my Grand Marquis right off the road, I'll tell you that. That old, yeah, between that and my late uncle's 63 Riviera, I'd say my dad's cop car would probably be faster still. So the Interceptors are always faster than because I think my uncle's was that big Buick engine, the biggest 425 4-barrel. Yeah, that 63 Riviera he had. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I read about those Rivieras and Barry Jackson. Oh, man, they want a lot of money for them now. Oh, well, those between 63 and 65, those are the most elegant looking Buicks they've ever built. Those years Riviera. Yeah, I think for Buicks anyway. I just go depending on models. Another female. Thank you for voting. Thank you very much for voting. So far, we got 5 votes. We're really bringing in the people. Yeah, we're really bringing in the people tonight, Dave. Was it? Oh, 4 votes. Oh, 5. Oh, 4. Oh, I don't know. I hope they vote. Well, maybe they didn't. I don't think they voted. They changed. She changed her vote. That's all right. People change their vote. That's okay. Maybe they're shy. Sometimes people are a little shy. You know, that's okay. You know, we've dated ladies that were very shy before, and you know, it happens. You know, shy ladies, you got to kind of take your time. You know, get to know them. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Manna. Hannah, welcome. Hey, Manna. Yeah, I'm going to work at a project with a guy named Londo. He has like I think he has like 105 to 125 subscribers. I talked to him recently. I read some lines, and I'm going to work with the guy. He's very smart. We're going to plan some shows and stuff. See if it'll work out. I hope it does. I see talent in that guy. I see talent. We'll see what we can do. Just see. Never know. Yeah, I still never forget the best guy who never tried, Cokehead Tortoise. Oh, that guy was talented. He thought he was supposed to go viral right off the bat. I told him it takes time to build up. Well, I guess he got frustrated. He didn't go viral, so he just quit. Then when I pinned it on my tweet, you know, for our show, he put his videos as unlisted. I said, "What are you doing?" He says, "Well, you have it in your pinned tweet." I said, "Yeah, but my views on the Twitter are very small." That's the way it was. Okay. Then he just plain gave up YouTube and said goodbye. It was weird. Oh well. But I hope with this guy, hope he sticks with it. I cross my fingers. I think he will. I think this guy will. I think this guy will stick. I have a feeling. Just hope for the best. That's all I can do. Yeah, I just hope for the best. I told him, let's get some extra people, you know. We can find some people. They'll find talent, though. He just don't find any hack like some people do, you know. Plenty of hacks on YouTube, I'll tell you that. plenty of hacks. Yeah. Well, there's you. I have a YouTube subscriber. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's going to be about next month. Londo is very busy. I'll drop an email with him from time to time. He told me he'll try to get the talent. I said, okay, that's cool. And I'll make some deals with Londo, of course. Because I am going to treat everybody with respect, and I will do that. I really will, honest. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't have my teeth. Because if I used to come from a lot of crazy people, they hit people in the mouth, not just with a fist, they'll hit it with anything. Anything. It didn't matter. So I had to be careful. I was very careful. I say, "You cool, brother? You cool, brother? Hey, brother, you all right? Yeah." And I mean it too. It's like that one punk rocker once. That was funny. Yeah. He talked about he kicked some guy in the head because he told him to shove. He didn't like it. It was those old time laced boots. It's kind of a stylish hiking boot. It was kind of a weird looking one, but it was effective in kicking people. A lot of people bought those boots because they could kick people with it. Yeah. I asked that guy about it. He said no at first. He says, yeah. He said, you're not going to tell anybody about it. I said, no, brother. But he was talking about it right in an industrial help, sitting on the chair in front of about 30 people. But nobody would talk, though. No, nobody cared. Everybody was so poor. And when they got their money working, they either drink it or do drugs. And most of those people, they hated the cops, These fucking pigs. Oh, they throw me to the ground and drag me up to rust. I mean, I was drunk and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, well, maybe you started the fight. Who knows? Those cops in Minneapolis in those days, they'd rough you if you're not careful. I was always careful of those cops. You had to be. You had to be when you're on the poor side of town dealing with Minneapolis cops because they were mean in the poor side of town. Yeah, very mean. Oh no, man has never heard of them. This is the first time man is. Well, man is usually Dave. Otherwise, besides on my YouTube talk channel, man is like very busy with artwork. Man is like very busy with artwork. Yeah, because besides the YouTube channels, man is always doing artistry work constantly, trying to please the Patreons. It's not easy. Cheers to you, man. All right. Someday I hope Manna just rakes in that money. Rakes in $100 bills and yeah. Oh yeah. Man is like very busy and stuff too. Yeah, very, very busy all the time. That's why we don't, besides here on YouTube, we don't really talk on social media because man is a very busy person. I don't know. I think Manna probably left. Maybe Manna left. Maybe she had some emails to do or something. Maybe Manna had some emails to do because Manna gets emails from people. Like ding, ding, ding and stuff. Yeah. Unlike myself, Manna gets lots of emails and answers them because she's got to, please her Patreons. I understand. You can kind of read the person, what they do, Yeah, man is a very busy. Very, 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 very busy. Yeah. Yeah. So I say that's the disadvantage of having Patreons like those big channels is you got to be on 365 days a year basically to please your Patreons. Yeah. You got to basically be on the computer a lot. You got to please the Patreons. It's not easy. I mean, I never done it myself, but I know it isn't easy. It isn't easy. Nope, it isn't easy. Yep. Yeah, see, Amanda and I are on social media, Dave, but besides the chat room, we really don't email each other because man is always very busy doing stuff all the time. I can tell. And answering to Patreons too. Yep. And man is doing a good job. Man is really growing too. So got to keep the people happy. Got to keep them happy. Yep. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. And our show is going to be a challenge. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, looks like. Let's see. Let's use in the chat room. No, you're the only one again, Dave. You're the only one in the chat room, according to my clicking thing. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, you're here, Dave. You're the only one. Yeah. So I already got 4 votes, 2 males and 2 females, and I've been on over 2 hours. That's okay. That's all right. I don't mind. Oh, besides the Mopar one, you mean? Oh, besides the Mopar? I haven't. I just looked at mostly the same old ones. Charlie Bow 313. I've told you that one before, and I've seen that one. He has some new stuff. Oh, that guy. Yeah, it shows him like the toughest neighborhoods he went to, and shows him walking with a thing on his leg. He walks in those neighbor. You couldn't pay me to walk down the neighborhoods he walks down. You couldn't pay me enough money. Not me. Not me. Because those are the highest crime neighborhoods in the United States, according to statistics, and he goes to them to prove a point. And Charlie is a friendly guy. He's a very friendly guy, so that helps. And he knows the streets, so that helps. He knows all about the streets. And let's see, that's another one. That's I think it's TC Media now. That's media from the Twin Cities, like old media. You might not be interested in that though. Um, Dave Moore, he was like the number one local guy we used to like in the 70s. And you probably wouldn't be interested. You probably wouldn't be interested in TCB. And it shows that one with Mary Tyler Moore and Rhoda. They showed Mary Tyler Moore and Rhoda on the second floor of the IDS. They're very close to like the second tier. And those railings are like very short. They had to, you know. Oh, Ivor. Hey, how you doing, man? All right. Oh, yeah. I was just talking to Dave. Dave's just asking about channels and stuff that I watch. Yeah. I was telling about, yeah, I guess you're not interested. That's cool. All right. Yeah, yeah. So much snow do you have up in the central region, Ivor? How much snow do you have? I look outside my window. Probably almost an inch, I'd say, for us. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll just look it up. Let's see. Okay, it's called TC Media Now. Okay, that's TC Media Now. That's old media from the old Twin Cities, right back to the 70s and 80s. Yeah, it used to show what the newscasters used to say back then. Yeah, it doesn't have, well, it has some subs, not that many. It's not going to beat my friend's channel or anything. I doubt that, but I doubt that very much. Yeah. Yeah, he's my friend. He's been super busy lately. Just he's trying to somehow grow his channel. You know, he's just super busy. I couldn't get 2 seconds of word in him now. He's that busy. Very busy. He's got some old friends coming back and they're regrouping, redoing. Yep, that's what they're doing. Regrouping and redoing. Oh, 3 inches? Yeah. We got about one. Yeah, we got about 1 inch. Yeah. Yeah, southern Minnesota doesn't snow as much, and the winters are, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like down here where I live, if we have like 11 below zero, you'd have like 19 below. You guys are a lot colder up there because you're like, see, when you drive, say if you go on Highway 15, say from like New Ulm to St. Cloud, for example, where's that? I got to see which highway I'm talking about. I gotta look. Whoops. Okay. See what highway is that? Oh, see 71. Is it 71? No. Now you have to go through. Oh, 15. Yeah. You go through 15. Yeah. Highway 15 from there to about, oh, I'd say Clearwater. Let's see. Well, it's Hutchinson. Yeah. It's like continuously you go uphill all the time. Yeah. Yeah. 50 inch of ice and shut down for 2 days. So yeah. Oh yeah, up where I used to live, Dave, snow would be like up to my neck where I used to live. It'd be up to my neck sometimes. And when you shovel, boy, and the snow would dump up there. The snow really dumps in parts of central Minnesota like you won't believe. And it dumps even more if you go out by say International Falls or Embarrass, Minnesota, or something. Yeah, there's an actual town called Embarrass, Minnesota. They say it's the coldest town in the United States outside of Alaska. Yeah, like you go to Point Barrow, it's a lot colder. Yeah, that's out by the North Pole. Yeah, that's by the North Pole. Yeah, yeah. Down where I live, it doesn't really snow nearly as much. It's not as cold, and it's a little warmer in the summer. Yeah, we got a lot more hills down here. We have a lot of hills that in Wadena County, that the steepest hill, that one in Tapley Park, they don't even count that down here. Yeah, yeah. Hills in Mankato. I even did a YouTube video going up a hill on Madison Avenue, showing how steep it is. Yeah, it's a very steep hill. You can go down the hill on your bicycle about 40 miles an hour. Then the ones in New Ulm, you can do about the same. Oh, I used to be crazy going downhill like that. Ooh, I'm surprised I'm not dead or brain damaged. Yeah. I owned a little Joe Snow thrower. My mom got that at Walmart on clearance for like $50. That thing lasted 10 years before it conked out. It was kind of a surprise. And then oh, wow, that's a trip. Wow. Yeah, they didn't do that down here. No, didn't have to do that down here where I'm at. Yeah, we have a lot of hills and stuff. So I think it does slow some of the wind down, because of all the hills that like protect Mankato and the town of New Ulm too. They just have tons of hills, hills like crazy. If you like hills, Mankato and New Ulm is for you. And if you love more hills, then Duluth is for you. I'm sure you've been to Duluth though. I've only been there twice in my life. I think that's about it. And I've been to Rochester once. Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, I went to Rochester with my ex-girlfriend Wendy. I got excited over Shakey's Pizza. Hey Wendy, Shakey's, let's go to Shakey's. Because because Shakey's looked like a nice restaurant. They used to be Shakey's used to have like, I don't know, 18 restaurants. They're like down to one. I went to this one in Rochester. Cigarette butts all over the place. Smelled like smoke. The pizza was gross. It was gross. Boy, was I mad. Wendy ate the whole pizza. I said, "What'd you think of pizza?" She says, "It's okay." I said, "Okay, this garbage plus the smoke." It was just weird. Shakey's looked like a city dump in Rochester at the time. It was so weird. Yeah, that was just so weird. Yeah, it's just too bad. Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor, that's closed most places. They used to have the best ice cream out there, you know. And sometimes for people's birthdays, they bring like a big ice cream float, like an ice cream sundae float, a big one for somebody's birthday. But you got to buy something first, though. You had to buy something first before they do the birthday sundae. I think you had to buy yourself a dinner or something like that, of course. You're not just going to give sundaes willy-nilly for free. You know that. You got to buy something first, of course, which is cool because those sundaes were huge for somebody's birthday. Then they'd come over with their hats and sing a song, "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday." But you had to know how to sing because they were pretty good singers, actually. Because at Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor, you had to kind of know how to sing. Maybe you don't have to be a professional singer, but you had to be a good singer to work in Farrell's. And some of those singers are pretty good. It was weird. Just can't get over it at times. Yeah. Hi, Farrell's. I wish those restaurants were back again. I like the old-fashioned way they did it with the soda jerks They use a bunch of soda jerks, look like an old time place. One of these corny caps of guys would have canes on them, act like they're old timers. It was weird. Yeah, I was just telling the other people about Old Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor restaurant when I was a kid. It was like a real cool place, Octawave. They used to have like a lot of them out there. Now they have very few. I don't know if they're good anymore, Octawave. I don't know. I can't give an opinion on it now, but back then, say if you and I were talking in the 70s, you know, I'd say go for it. In the 70s, I tell you, but now I'm not going to say anything because I don't know. I was telling Dave about Shakey's Pizza when I was a kid. There's like 18 restaurants, at least there were, used to be known as Outstanding Pizza. And then the pizza tasted so bad I had to vomit. And it smelled smoky in there too. Smelled like a smoke factory. Smelled like a low-class bar. That's what it smelled like, a low-class bar. Because the low-class bars always smell like smoke. Oh yeah, like I said, my dad's old tea shop when they used to have smoking. Should have seen the smoke. Blue ring dancing around. Yeah, an actual blue ring dancing around. Yeah, yeah, it is wild. I hope it's good in your area because out in Rochester, that place was a dump. It stunk, and the pizzas tasted worse. Yeah, they've closed so many down though because of lack of money. Competition. Other pizza places were beating them. You know, plus in some bad neighborhoods and stuff. I'm sure a lot of their drivers got threatened, got terrible employees. So the owners of Shakey's, I'm closed down. Closed down Hennepin Avenue and 11th Street. Everybody's robbing the place. We're losing money there. Close it down. Close it down as soon as possible. They'll get their own employment and go get drunk and throw up and get hit by a car for all we know, or something like that. That's how people used to talk about the bad side of town. Some of the people that had money. You always made fun of people. Some of those. Yeah. Yeah. So I say a lot of those restaurants closed. Farrell's closed. A lot of them. Yeah. A lot of my favorites. Yeah. Mr. Steak closed. Almost all their restaurants. That was like top rate steak. My sister used to work there. They had this boss named Mr. Gunderson. His nickname was the Scrubbing Boss. He paid more money than anybody else. He paid more money than anybody else, but you had to work for it. You scrubbed. You don't sit for a second. He'd look around. Hey, you, don't stand around. Go scrub the sinks. Hey, you, don't stand around. Go scrub the dishwasher. Make this place spotless. We want customers here happy. Yeah, most people would stay there because it paid more than anybody else. He paid more money than anybody else, and he got the best employees. Yeah, of course, at night he'd hire these waitresses that were sexy, no ugly waitresses. And Mr. Steak, they always hired the attractive ones, Yeah, yeah. And their skirts at the time were just wow. I'm surprised they got away with it. They were like mini skirts. It was weird. Oh, wow. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Online things a lot more than that now. But yeah. As I say, when I buy food now myself, I go to the deli. I like the deli much better myself, in my opinion. Plus, it's cheaper. Totally. When you want real good food, it's actually cheaper. And a lot of those cooks cook real well to me. It's not all delis, the best ones. Well, you have to go to the expensive ones, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather go there than restaurants any day. I'd pack up my deli food and go on a trip and take my, I'd fill up my Coleman cooler with ice, just cake the ice and put the deli food in or something, or cook myself at home and bring it. My cooking isn't that good, but yeah. Let's see, you got 7 votes, 4 male, 3 female. All right, we got 10 people tonight. All right, 10 people in 2.5 hours. All right, yeah, you guys are great. You come on, and some of you stay with me the whole time. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think this year is going to be better than last year. I have a feeling. I think this year is going to be a good year. I have a feeling. I might have a very good year. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. I think it'll be better than last year for sure, in most ways. I think it will be video wise. I have a feeling. I really do. Well, let's see. Well, so far I got 5 likes. Thank you very much for the likes. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. I always appreciate my fans. I really do. Yeah, never take people for granted. Never do. Yep, never take people for granted. Yeah, yeah, I'm just, wow. Yeah, it's another one of those days, isn't it? Another one of those days. Yeah, Let's see now. I gotta fix my computer one of these days. Gotta pay the price. Oh well. I'm the only one in here. Right to that. Wow. I'm the only one in here talking to myself. According to the thing. I'm talking to myself and answering myself. And let's have the time. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Well, you're still here, Dave. Yeah, it said like nobody was here when I was like a top chat. It was weird, and you're still here. Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of like that. But I think once we get our shows going in February, I think I'm going to be sober like everybody else, because that way we can come up with things to say to each other, some barbs or something, joke stuff back and forth, that kind of good stuff. Got to think of something. And I have plans with one guy, maybe. I don't know if he wants to join our show. I might think of some guy and have some good old fun with him. Oh, three. Oh, wow. Yeah, I wouldn't take that many. I take about half. I just cut it in half with my junky plate. Oh, speaking of plates, yeah, this one's lasted 15 years. Yeah, still a little scuffy. Not bad. It's scuffy though. It's not like the old fashioned plates where, oh, yeah, I'll be right back. Oh, where's it? It was a Miska. Yeah, it's a Miska plate that's made in China. I'll show you some of these real old plates that were my parents. This one is probably 60 years old, I'd say. About 60 years old. I think this one's like my grandma's. Is it? And this plate is much older than us. Look at that. That's an old thing. Look at that. See these plates? They're like 50, 60, 70 years old. Don't they look better in today's plates still? Even though they're worn, they were used all the time. Oh, now as a kid, my mother just used this every day for years. Every day. Oh, meat, potatoes, everything. I know. This one she used all the time. Meat, potatoes, you name it. Oh, I saw that thing on the table every day. God, I think until it was about, hmm, yeah. Then my dad started buying new plates. He got bored with that one. He wanted new plates. So he bought some plates and put that in storage. Well, yeah, I saved that. Otherwise, it would have been in the garbage can in Wadena if I wouldn't have taken it, or in the thrift shop. I don't know. It wouldn't be in the thrift shop. I don't know. Yeah, my family just let the movers do what they want with the stuff that was in the house. Some of it was mine that got tossed in the garbage can. Oh, well, what can I do? But that's why it goes. What can I say? What can I say? I was sleep sickness for a month. There's my machine to prove it. Oh, well. I didn't want to risk driving up there. I was too scared. I didn't want to die. I didn't want to die. That's the trouble. I mean, when I had that sleep sickness, even driving the bikes from Wadena, that was a chore. Especially when I was up there for years. I wasn't used to driving hills or anything. I thought that turn on the beach in Detroit Lakes, I thought that was steep at the time. Yeah, when I was driving from Mankato to New Ulm, climbing those hills, I thought to myself, am I going to keep driving this? Oh my goodness. I got used to it though. Sometimes when you look at stuff, you think, how am I going to do this? And then you can do it. It's weird. Yeah, I mean, no, Ivor lives in central Minnesota out by Wadena. You know, Mike lives like near Mankato in the outskirts of a town called Garden City. That's about about 340 miles away at least. And it takes a long time because you got to go through a lot of towns. You know, in Minnesota, you got to sometimes see Minnesota going from north to south. If you go to southern Minnesota, you go through a lot of towns, you know, because in southern Minnesota, you know, the farmland is much better. There's like a lot more people, stuff like that. Well, land up in central Minnesota in the northern area, it's getting more expensive, yeah, because there's a lot of people getting fed up with Minneapolis, St. Paul, so they're skedaddling up there now. They're skedaddling, I say. Yeah, some of them don't care if they work minimum wage. In Minneapolis, that's too much crime. They want to get out of there. But then they love Minnesota so much they can't leave. That's the thing about people in states sometimes. They can't leave their state no matter what. You know, maybe it's like you, Dave. You can't leave Texas no matter what, right? You know, you're used to the state of Texas and what Texas does and says. Like I kind of am, but Minnesota, unless I'm rich, and maybe I'll move to Montana or Colorado. I don't know, one of the two states, or maybe Texas. Who knows? Or Louisiana. I don't know. Could be a lot of places. I won't move to by the Pacific Atlantic Ocean. Forget that. I wouldn't want to go through a tidal wave or hurricane. No way. Forget that. I see what tidal waves and hurricanes can do. I want my house by an ocean. Yeah, yeah. I got to be at least what I'd say. You got to be at least 100 miles away. I'd say for me. Yeah, yeah. It's it depends on what states a person likes. Hey, Mr. Quadrillion. Hey, yeah, I've been on for almost 3 hours. You got 8 votes, 5 males and 3 females. Yeah, Dave's been on all this time, listening to me talking about nothing but hot air and whatever. No, no. Ivor has never met Mike. He never will. No, because Mike's way down there. Yeah, Mike's like down here. Ivor's way up there. Way up there. Yep, way up there. Yeah, hot air and ankle clicks. Yeah, yeah, I do that pretty often. Yeah, and I'm surprised I never broke bones in my foot. I've done that for years, ever since I was a kid. That got worse after I fell in the flume. When that guy turned off the lights, and when I couldn't see, the board split and I almost hit the culvert, but I didn't. My foot was like down. No, wait, the culvert wasn't there. That's right. There was no culvert there at the time. Oh yeah, and sometimes they'd like throw culverts in this splitter thing. I had one guy. He was one time a friend named, well, I forget his name. He'd just take those culverts, you put them on, he'd take it, wham! He'd throw it against the thing. I had to get out of the way or I'd get hit. He didn't care. I just got out of the way and kept my mouth shut. Because if I would open my mouth with that guy, he would have sent me to the hospital or worse. So I was nice to him. That's cool. I just tell him how impressed I am with his throws. Man, you can throw it, brother. That's what I tell him. I said, you throw, man. Wow. And I meant it. He says, I just feel like it. That's all he'd say. Wham, wham. He wouldn't care. If it's anybody else, he'd do the same thing. He'd throw it very hard, whamming against the thing. That's right. He didn't put dents in either thing. Maybe he did. I'm sure he did with all those throws. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nope, 6 foot tall, exactly. And I weigh about 215 pounds, 6 foot exactly. I've been 6 foot tall since I was 16 years old. That's when I was doing a lot of drinking and some smoking and stuff. So that must have stunted my growth or something, which I'm glad. Because I didn't want to be any taller. I mean, it's bad. With the Grand Marquis, see, when the Buick Park Avenue, when I back the seat up way back, my legs are like perfect. The Grand Marquis, the legs are slightly scrunched, but I'm not complaining. It's a little different. It's a little different. The Park Avenue seats go back farther, but I don't care. I'd rather have the faster car. You get used to it. Once you put it on cruise control on the freeway for about 50 miles, let the foot out, drive. That's just nice. Having it on cruise. Yeah, you can go cruise control for 300 miles. You climb the hills on cruise control. But usually I don't. I got to fill it up on the cruise when you go up the mountains. You'll have to do it with the old-fashioned way with the foot. Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, because those parts can wear out, and they're not cheap. Especially when if you roll down the windows, or like when you back up the seats, it's like right on the door. Yeah, I don't want that to break. That'll cost a fortune. I know it will. So I just don't use it anymore. Use it once and leave it alone. That's best. Use it once, leave it alone. Yeah. If I use the kickback seat to sleep, if I have to, I'll always use the passenger every time. I won't use the driver's because what if it stays down and oops? At least the passenger seat, that's legal, but driver's seat, no. Oh, for me, it's in the middle. I always like it in the middle all the time. Like right where it is. Yep, perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I like the style of the car much better than the Park Avenue. If you look at the two on the video, I think the Grand Marquis style with the dash is just way more impressive. And I like just the needles. I like the windshield like way up instead of like sloped like the Park Avenue was. Okay, you have to have it sloped in sports cars like Corvettes and Camaros and stuff like that, or the Challenger or the Barracuda. Yeah, we understand that. You have to have the window sloped. But this is like a family car thing. The Park Avenue is kind of sloped like a sports car. The Grand Marquis is up like this. You can see a lot better the Grand Marquis, way better. And the mirrors, the Park Avenues are they're a little taller, but a little thinner. Grand Marquis is like wider and shorter. And when you look out the rear view mirror, you can look out the rear view mirror actually better at the Grand Marquis, in my opinion. Even though, it's shaped different. I think the Grand Marquis shape is much better to look out. way better. I can almost not even look back, you know, which I try to do, but I can't because the seat heads are very big. They're huge. Yeah, and they're like tilted up for safety. I'm used to it now. I kind of like it better, to be honest with you, because of the Park Avenue with that headrest thing, like way back. Sometimes I'd almost sleep. Grand Marquis, you don't want to sleep. No, because that headrest helps you from sleeping. Actually, that was a good idea. Whoever invented it, having the headrest like that for me. Maybe not for you or anybody else, but for me, that's good. You know, that was a brilliant idea, actually. Hmm. Yeah, that's a yeah. Well, I don't know. That's the trouble is when I do surveys on my YouTube, I usually get more males than females, though. Very few females stop by. Oh, for more, okay. For ladies, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a very good question. Because remember, the Park Avenue has much better cup holders than the Grand Marquis. You know how people are into cup holders. You know that kind of stupid stuff. Oh, gotta have a good cup holder for a car. Who cares? Drink your damn thing outside. We'll say the rest stop and drink your drink, and then when you're done, throw it out and go. That's easy to do. Yeah, that's what I do now. When I'm my Grand Marquis, I don't really drink in the car, and if I eat some, I just eat a candy bar, finish it, throw it in the garbage now. Yep. Yeah, that's the way I do it. Yeah, that's a good question, Dave. That's a good question. May I'll ask my niece. Oh, Hey, that's something to ask my friend. Yeah, I'll ask my friend that. He knows a lot of ladies. Yeah, I'll ask him. That'd be an actual good survey in a way. I think it'd be a tough call. It'd be tougher than one thinks. But for me, I prefer the Grand Marquis because it has a lot more power, and I like the dash the dashboards. You know, the old-fashioned way. That's for me. That's what I prefer, the old-fashioned way. Yeah, and I like the Grand Marquis radio better. Oh wow, okay. Sailor Moon. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to remember to watch it. Yeah, I'll try to remember if I get my head on right. You know, we'll see. Oh, see, Octawave. Did you hear? I kind of have a deal with another channel. Did you hear about that? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, what's it? Let's see. It's called. Let's see. What it's called? It's called. I think it's. I'm not sure, but I think it's called Wombo Studio. That's his channel, actually. I think I'll have to ask him Londo, but I think that's it. Yeah, I'll be working with him. He has like 135 subscribers. I don't care. I talked to him. He was very intelligent. I was skeptical of him at first. I was on my high guard with him a little at first. After a while, I thought, oh, this guy's cool. I'm going to start letting my guard down. And I did. He seemed trusted. I thought, dude, okay. Yeah. I told him, I said, sorry, dude, I got to be a little edgy. He said, hey, that's all right. Everybody does. He said, everybody does. Because I've had bad experiences with some other channels before, you know, very bad experiences. Yeah. Sometimes you do with certain people. It's just weird. Yeah, especially I still get a laugh, Octo. That one guy smashed me for over 7 hours in videos. And I was, yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll work with him. We'll talk it over. We'll see what our show's about. And yeah, I'm gonna be sober when I work with him. Of course I am. Because when I work with other people, I think I'm gonna do better than doing alone. He's a very young man. He's like going to college. He says he knows people, you know, like a lot of small channels. That's cool. Bring him on. 7 hours. I'm not going to go that long tonight, Dave. I'm not going to go that long tonight. Sorry. No, maybe, whenever the chat till he dies. No, he's a very young guy. He's like in college. He knows other people, I think, that have small channels. I said, bring them all in. Go ahead. Let's have a group. And I'll be like senior advisor. I'll call myself senior advisor because I'll be by far the oldest guy in the group. So they can call me senior advisor because I'm an old man. I don't know what it's gonna. I don't know what it's gonna be called yet. I have no idea. We're gonna have to talk things over first because Wombo's a tough negotiator for a small channel. He's tough, a lot tougher than I thought he'd be. I thought he was one of two things: either he'll back down from everything, or he'll just start a fight with me for little or no reason. And that was automatically out of it as soon as I heard him talk. Yeah. No, no, we won't forget him. No, we won't forget him. But for everybody, well, we got to see what the future holds. Got to take our time. We got to see what we can do. That's what big channels do. They get together and talk things over first. They all do. And as small channels, we got to all do that too. Mostly, well, I am a small channel. I'd probably be by far the biggest one in this group, but I don't care. Who cares? I wouldn't care if I'm 1 subscriber. I wouldn't care if I'm 1,000,000 subscribers. What's the difference, right? What's the difference? Yeah. I remember that was 100 subscribers. I've asked to collab with some of those 400 or 500 ones. You know, they told me, hey, you're too small. Get lost. We want big ones. Then they'd click off. Yeah, someone told me that. That's fine. I didn't care. Yeah, good luck finding those big ones because they don't take 500. They laugh at them too. Yeah, but it's highly unlikely I am, Ivor. It's highly unlikely I am because I have to have, let's assume I get 1,000 subscribers, okay? I'd have to have 4,000 watch hours. I have barely over 2,000. For 4,000 watch hours, you got to be one of those A-list celebrities almost to get that. There's very few big YouTube channels that actually get paid. There's a lady called Gina Young, this lady that cooks from down south. Well, yeah, she makes money. She has like millions of subscribers and millions of views. Gina Young, she's this lady that cooks stuff. Not really for me, but for those that like cooking, I guess. Anyway, yeah, very few people make money from YouTube alone because YouTube has really been, very few, Ivor. Very few. Very few. There's a lot of YouTubers that live in trailers, probably in a trailer park, and just make a living on YouTube too. A lot of them like live in trailer parks. They got to watch their video equipment. Maybe they'll have like some of their relatives live with them that'll watch their stuff and make deals and stuff. You have to, because you never know. Hopefully your relative don't steal from you. But most of them won't, as long as they're cool with each other. Yeah, as long as they're cool with each other. Let's see, well, like I say, as far as making money on YouTube, Ivor, it's almost impossible now because they're making sure the independents don't get paid. They'll kick independents out for any reason. But when you're an A-list celebrity, they won't. No, since the A-list media pays YouTube, and YouTube takes their money. Yeah, they can do that. Yeah, but if you're a millionaire living in the back of a pickup truck, like with it closed, oh, never know what kind of crazies you might meet out there. That back of a pickup truck ain't much protection. You better keep rolling on the road too and nowhere to hide with all that money. Oh yeah, you gotta be careful out there these days. Yeah, I've noticed over the years people are meaner. They're meaner than they used to be. I know in central Minnesota they had to be because a lot of those big city people. I remember Ivor when they were coming in. I remember Wadena had all. Remember when Wadena had that graffiti problem a while back. They're graffitiing sides of buildings and that one old corn house before they tore it down. They were graffitiing all over the place. But somehow the Wadena County sheriffs and police they cracked down on it, and all those graffiti artists turned around and left town because I didn't see graffiti up there after a while. Not one. It was weird. Used to be a lot of graffiti. Then one day, I guess they chased the graffiti artist out of town. Yeah, yeah, that's true too about social media. Yep, social media is driving people crazy. Oh yeah, yep, that's the way social media is. Yeah, it's good too. But I've noticed there's going to be a lot more fights. A lot of kicking and stomping too in fights. They show them the bad sides of town, especially on the X, formerly Twitter. Oh, they always show fights on there. Oh wow, a lot of angry people, especially if you see the ones in the Waffle House. They're always fighting in the Waffle House because that's one of the few restaurants that opens 24 hours a day anymore. A lot of restaurants will open 24 because the crowds get too rowdy and stuff. And the trouble is, you try to get security to work for you, it's very hard. It's harder than one thinks to get security because your best security people are going to work top dollar for the top people. Yeah, that's how it works in the security world. Yeah, yeah, I just, ouch, ooh, let's see. Huh. All right, there's two people here. That's cool. That says four. Let's see, whoops. Oh, put that back. There we go. Yeah, that's the social media world. It's just getting crazy out there. Lots of fights, lots of it. Don't take much. Yeah, yeah. There's it's just a lot of that. A lot of name calling in every which way too. Oh yeah, when I go outside and walk around, I always watch my back very carefully. When it's like very cold outside, say if I walk outside like 10, 20 below, no one's going to go outside, but I will. If I'm in warm enough clothes and I got just enough to see, and if I'm protected, I'll walk outside about 3 miles. If it's 20 below, if I get proper clothing, I would. Why not? Most people don't, but I will. Because I remember when I was a young man, my father hardly gave me a ride. I just walked. It's like that time for a pack of hockey cards. I told my dad, I said, I want to walk to Tom Thumb and back. It was like 2.5 miles away. It was like 11 above zero. The wind chill was like, I don't know, 20 below. I was just saying, like a parka and Oh, let's see, pair of pants. I mean, that was way less protected today. My dad says, "Oh, you can't do it." I said, "Yes, I can." "No, you can't." I did. Came back, pack of hockey cards. "You're crazy." I said, "You should say that you're ready. Say you can't. I said you can do it." I just laughed at my dad. It was funny. I just laughed at him. He didn't like it. He never challenged me like that again. Yeah, that's far. See, 9 votes, 5 male, 4 female. Yep, 5 male and 4 female. Oh, Paisanonis. Oh, yes, my friend from Greece. Yeah, from Athens. Yeah, I'm from Athens, Greece. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So far, it's been a great night. I'm just looking forward to next month to work on this project. I hope it succeeds. I really do. I hope it succeeds. I have a feeling it might. I'll give it a chance. Well, next month, I don't know. I don't know. Ask the other chatters. I don't know. Yeah. Well, after I'm done with my show, I'll. No, I don't. Well, Aggie's promoted me a little bit. I do talk to Jimmy, but everybody else in that group, I basically don't talk to the higher ups. No, the higher ups are the we review people he talks to, except for Heartsy. I'll talk to him once in a while, but Heartsy usually talks to other people because Heartsy is into the young people, and that's cool. That's cool. Heartsy's got a girlfriend from England. I'm happy for him now. Congratulations to Heartsy. Very pretty lady too. Well, I haven't paid it. I haven't paid attention. I'm sorry, man. The Horror Mako show. She hasn't been making videos for a long time, Dave. I don't know why. We were supposed to do a second show. I talked to Mako in chat. Are we going to do a second show or not? She ignored me, so I guess the answer is no, and that's fine. I let it go. You know, I just let it go. I understand. Maybe she has a lot of personal problems or something. I mean, she does. She does. If she has problems, I hope the problems get solved. That's all I can say. Oh, yeah, I must have been. Oh, maybe I wasn't paying attention to what Mako said on that one. I don't know. We just mostly in chat. Yeah, yeah, Heartsy. I'm not gay or anything, but I'll put it this way: where I used to come from with his looks in my past life, he'd get a lot of girlfriends. Oh yeah, with his looks, and I'm sure Heartsy can fight. He won't. He won't tell you, but I can see the way that guy looks. He's a fighter. You can tell Heartsy's a fighter. I can tell. He won't tell you. But I could tell a fighter when I see one, and he'd be a fighter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He has a British speaking girlfriend. Yeah, Artsy does right now. Yeah, yeah. She was like in the. Remember, she was in that video contest, Doctor Wave. Did you watch that one where Simi and Jimmy was doing the video contest? I think Artsy's girlfriend was one of them too. Yeah, she was one of the tops, but she didn't win though. She was one of the top vote getters. I think she was within. I think she was like in I think fourth place or something. Yeah, I think third or fourth place she made, which is impressive. You know, yeah, the winners were that guy that did Ronald McDonald, Clown, and second was the guy that stomped on Legos. Yeah. How do you pull that? Well, you know, he's a very smart man. He talks a lot in chat too, and well, he's a very young man too. He's like 18, 19 years old, and guy like me when I'm 59. Old 59-year-old me. Yeah. Yeah. It's the way it goes. It's all right. I don't care. It's the way it goes. I'm happy for Hartsey and in anything he succeeds, I'm happy for him, very happy for him. Yeah, who knows? Maybe Jimmy will have him on another video show. Is this Keno? He has him on. He had him on often before. I haven't seen him on like lately for whatever reason. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't ask questions on that one, so I have no idea. So yeah. Well, let's say I don't talk to the group too much. Jimmy's like very busy. I don't talk to him very often outside of the chat because he's a very busy man these days. Very busy. Yeah, you got to be with all the subscribers he has. You got to keep pleasing your Patreons. Not easy to do. It's a 365-day a year job. That's what it is, basically. I don't know. I don't know if I will. If I don't, I don't. I'm kind of particular what I take, so we'll see what happens in the future. I'm not worried. Yeah, okay. If you judge ladies by their bottoms, well, that's up to you. I judge by personality and looks too, but I got to get to know her first. Because you don't want to know someone like a Susan Denise Atkins, would you? You would want to know her when she was alive. Got to get to know the people. You got to know people first before you date them. That's what I say. Know them real good. It's the best way. It always is. It's always the best way. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got to get to know them first. Um, no, no, I didn't. I've been thinking so much about my own videos is I forget about certain things. I'm trying to plan for the future with our own show. And we got to do our show our way. That's the only way. Our way is the only way. No riding anybody's coattails. We're gonna do it our own way. My friend and I, and we'll see what happens. Oh, you guys are talking dirty in the chat. Oh, oh okay. Well, Yeah, I already did that. I did the voice actor gig. Yeah, Londo's gonna put it up. I don't. He's gonna try when he has time. Yeah, I did the voiceover gig. I had to do it over about 4 or 5 times, and he said perfect. Yeah, I know it was. I had to put it on YouTube, and I took it down. Yeah, yeah. I put it on YouTube, and I kind of took it down. So we couldn't do it any other way. Our computer systems are kind of goofed, and he just told me to send it through YouTube. I did. I took it down. I'm not like some people who just leave their lines up or anything. No, I took mine down. Yeah, yes, I did. I had to put it on YouTube video, unfortunately, because I didn't know how to use the Google thing, and my computer's goofed, so I got to fix that. I got to take it to the repair shop and have them redo a couple of things and pay $200, of course. Yeah, those computer shops are not cheap. And I only go to the independents, so you know. Yeah, maybe I'll talk to some people. Yeah, I played blackjack before with cards. Yeah, yeah, I do that on Wire Club. They have a thing called blackjack. They have like fake coins and stuff like that. Yeah, I play that on Wire Club. Yeah, that's a much smaller social media than most. Yeah, plus they're very tough on foul language. Yeah, foul language will kick you out. They're very tough on the foul language. You split tens? You can't do that in that game. No, it's just straight ten and ace and jack. Was it? No, it's jack. No, ten and ace is. Yeah, yeah, ten. Yeah, I think it's 10 through king and ace is 21. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah, I play that sometimes, and yeah, yeah, it's not like real life. It's a little easier, of course, because in real life, those blackjack dealers shuffle the cards so fast you can't keep up. They're master shufflers, those blackjack dealers. No, I only played the slot machines, but I don't do that anymore because I lost too much. No, I just got to stay out of the casinos. That's why I buy lottery tickets instead, because it's like much cheaper, you know, in the long run. Plus, you win a lot of big money. Like if you spend $1 on this ticket, the jackpot starts at $2 million. Oh, you can play Powerball and start it at 20 million. The other Powerball, but the numbers are like a lot higher on each one. So your odds are way worse on the Powerball than Lotto America. So I always buy Lotto America instead. Because if I can get $900,000, I can put it in the bank and kick the feet up. Real easy. Put it in the bank and kick the feet up. That's what you do. Yep, that's what you do. Low interest investments, always do that. Well, that'll guarantee you money. Always do. You never want to do high investment because then you might lose everything. It's like Billy. See, you heard about Billy Joel, that rock singer? His brother-in-law ripped him off $75 million. Yeah, through investments and shady deals, he got his $75 million. I think he got it legally or something like that. I don't know. No, he's alive. He lost his money. No, he's still going to sing. He's going to have to now. Yeah, he's still going to have to now, but he lost $75 million. Huh. I guess he wasn't careful. A lot of shady people out there. Always got to check your money. Yep. Always got to check your money. That's for sure. Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess. No, I suppose I'm going to go. 3 hours and 20 minutes was long enough, everybody. So have a good night. Bye. Yeah, I'm going to go. I will. Yeah.